Hey, we have a great opportunity coming up because right here at the Ark, you're going to see our film that's called Steve McQueen, The Salvation of an American Icon. This film showed in theaters across the United States and impacted a lot of lives. And basically, it's a story of a man who is known to some of you, maybe not to all of you, but Steve McQueen in his day was the #1 movie star in the world. He had it all: money, fame, fortune, women, everything one could want in this life. But of course, he saw the emptiness of that and inexplicably just one day chose to walk away from Hollywood. And he went and moved to a little community, Ventura, California, and began to be friends with a gentleman who was teaching him how to fly. Because Steve was a great race car driver and motocross type rider and motorcycle guy, but he had never learned how to fly a plane. And when he was sitting in that plane with a man named Sammy Mason, Sammy began to share his faith with Steve, and Steve was intrigued and he attended church with Sammy. In fact, he even asked Sammy Mason if he could go to church with him. And there in the balcony of that church in Ventura, California, the #1 movie star in the world, the icon Steve McQueen, came to Christ. It had a radical transformation. So in this film, I interview Steve's widow, Barbara McQueen. I talk to people that knew him well, and we sort of recreate that story for you. And I have to tell you, this is a great opportunity to bring someone with you that does not know the Lord, because it reaches people that are not Christians, and I might add, especially guys. So bring someone out to this special showing happening right here at the Ark of Steve McQueen, The Salvation of an American Icon. God bless all of you.
Steve McQueen set the action movie template for the modern day era of cinema.
He's singular, and he was the best at what he did. He was the best Steve McQueen there was.
He did have beautiful blue eyes. They were sad eyes.
Well, like most people, I've always been a fan of Steve McQueen. Everybody knows he became a big movie star. What some may not know is he was the #1 movie star in the world, 2017. He's still an icon, but here's what people don't know about Steve McQueen: the trajectory of his life. He had global fame. He was a heavy drug user, a heavy drinker, and there was a big old hole in Steve McQueen's heart. At a certain point, he disconnected from Hollywood and literally walked away. He didn't want Hollywood anymore. He wanted something else. He was trying to find a life of peace. And a very ordinary man that entered his life that was the perfect person to tell Steve McQueen the answer to the questions he had had from his earliest childhood. And here's the story I want to tell. Steve McQueen became a believer in Jesus Christ toward the end of his life. That is a story very few people know, and that is the story I want to tell in this documentary film. And I'm going to follow Steve's life, and it's going to be a story like people have never seen before.